Old Trafford for Ashley. Gotta be. Yes, my Between the Liners, welcome back to the channel. This is the Between the Lines podcast. Welcome to the latest episode of the Old Trafford vlogs. This must be like my 8th time coming to Old Trafford this season. In the last 6 games I've come, only 1 draw, 5 wins. I don't even know how many clean sheets it is. It's getting ridiculous. It's just getting so easy. And I don't remember the last time that as a Man United fan, since the post-Fergie era, when we can go into a game and feel so confident. But we're coming into this one again, and genuinely I feel confident again. Everton in the FA Cup, 3rd round. This is my first ever FA Cup game I'm going to actually, so I'm looking forward to it. FA Cup is one of the oldest cup competitions in the world, I believe, at least certified and official. I'm excited. I'm hoping we can go on a good cup run. We're already in the quarterfinals in the League Cup, which is actually on Tuesday against Charlton, so I'm hoping to come to that as well. Man, all these trips up here, it's getting long, but it's getting worth it because every time we come, we're winning. So I'm excited. Everton today. And to be honest, I'm expecting Ten Hag to play another strong team because against Bournemouth, we saw he rested a couple players, got Maguire in there, got Lindelof in there. I'm assuming today we're probably going to see a couple changes. Maybe Diogo Dalot back in. I always say his name wrong. Diogo Dalot back in, to give him a bit of a run out, and I assume AWB will be back in against Charlton on Tuesday. Maybe, I think Casemiro should be playing again because it's a Premier League team at the end of the day. We've got to show them some respect. Yes, they're on bad form, Everton, but they got a draw against City recently, and Frank Lampard's trying to do everything he can to save his job. And against the bigger teams, they probably turn up a bit more due to the occasion. And you're playing at Old Trafford, everyone wants to get a result here. You know how it is, it's theatre of dreams. But yeah, other than that, I think Varane should play. Martinez, I think, might be playing because he's back from the World Cup now. He's been training a few days. Let's get him straight in. And he doesn't look like the type of person that needs to play to build it up to speed. I reckon he's fit and firing straight away. So let's get him in there. Maybe Rashford should be playing. Garnacho should definitely be playing. He's just so threatening every time he gets on the ball now. Looks like he's going to create havoc for the opposition every single time he's on the ball. Rashford obviously has to play. He's our main threat right now. Scoring every single... I think he scored in his last 6 games at Old Trafford. I've been here for most of those as well, which is amazing to see, man. I'm glad we've got a happy Rashford right now. Martial's obviously going to play because who else? The only thing is, I expect Casemiro to play. The only thing is, maybe Eriksen might be dropped because he's played regularly, and also Fred hasn't been too bad off the bench the last couple games. So just a bit of rotation and then bring in Eriksen against Charlton, keep some kind of first team strength. But yeah, Everton, I'm expecting them to just work hard for 90 minutes, to be honest, and that's going to be the bare minimum. But I don't really care. Let's smash these guys up. Let's get Frank Lampard sacked tonight. I don't really care. I have no affiliation with Frank Lampard. Great player, but in terms of manager, he's on the opposition. Let's get rid of him. Score prediction, I'm thinking probably United 3-0, to be honest. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a bit gritty. Just like the Bournemouth game and Nottingham Forest game, I think. We're going to just about get through in gear 3 without trying too hard. The way Ten Hag's managed to set us up, we're kind of knocking these teams out of the park right now. So I expect more of the same. 3-0, Rashford first goal scorer. Rashford anytime. I'm about to go have dinner and stuff before I get to the game, and I'll get more footage for you guys. And subscribe to the channel, like the video, Happy New Year and all that jazz. See you in a sec.
will start by booking online at tickets.manunited.com. And also a reminder, don't forget you can join us at the Sports Village with Joe and Lottie and all the family. They'll be there when Manchester United played in the Women's Super League against Everton.
Goal and 2 assists. It's got to be a goal. Come on, Rashford. Old Trafford for Rashford. Gotta be.
one between the liners. I am back from the game. Manchester United have won 3-1 v Everton in the FA Cup third round at Old Trafford. Marcus Rashford has scored for the 7th consecutive game at Old Trafford. I think I've been there for 4 of them. The guy's just unplayable right now. Like, can anyone stop him? Was the cause for 2 goals, the 2 assists basically. One was an own goal, one was an assist. Also scored a penalty. It's just like every time he was going on a run, the defenders couldn't stop him at all. So direct, unplayable. Dribbling skills fantastic. Godfrey couldn't handle him, was getting a bit aggressive with him, I don't know why. Coleman couldn't handle him, got a booking. And seriously, if you're Everton and you see Coleman lining up against Marcus Rashford right now, you better be worried, because Marcus Rashford will go at you all game. Even when Garnacho come on, caused problems against Coleman as well. I think Coleman gave away the penalty against Garnacho in the 93rd minute. Great, I was about to say a great win, but there's actually some concerns. Let's look at it from a time point of view. In the first half, I thought we did come out firing, and I liked that was pressing them high. But then we gave away a stupid goal. But I haven't even seen the replays yet. But that mistake by De Gea, what was that? Like, did he get caught up between 3 minds? He either thought about diving, he thought about saving it with his feet, but at the same time he thought about kicking it away. In the end, he's done neither out of the 3, and it's gone through his legs, and it was so embarrassing. And then because of that, Everton got their tails up. The crowd was backing them as well. They were cheering them a lot. And then suddenly Everton are coming in the game and making it scrappy. Whereas we were so comfortable and confident in possession and attacking them and looked like we was going to absolutely demolish them. We gave away a stupid goal after. Look, you all know De Gea has been very good this season. He's improved a lot compared to the previous seasons. But then little things like that just bring back doubt in your mind that Dave might still have these mistakes in him. But also in the first half, I think a big problem was Antony. Look, the jury's out on him for now. Obviously, it's still early days. We're going to back him regardless. He's only young, he's 22. Ten Hag's brought him in, so it's clearly someone that Ten Hag's identified as being a massive talent. Otherwise, he wouldn't have brought him in. He's obviously seen him every day at Ajax, seen him every day in training at Man United. He's trying to bed him in. There must be a talent in there. But for now, everything we are seeing on the ball just hasn't been. He's not on the same. What I saw today, he's not on the same wavelength as the rest of the attack. And you know what? Shout out Martial, because I've been a bit critical of him recently, but this was definitely one of his best games in recent times. Hold up play was fantastic. Maybe would have preferred if he was a bit deeper, playing along the last line of the defence a bit more. But outside of that, his touches were sharp. His hold-up play was great. His link-up play was great. The same as Rashford. I think in the last game against Bournemouth, neither of them two were really up to it. But this game, definitely, there's something about the cup atmosphere, the Old Trafford atmosphere. They felt like they were up for the game. Rashford was going at Godfrey all game. Martial's hold-up play and link-up play was great, as I said. Malacia was a bit disappointing in the first half. Antony was a bit disappointing in the first half. But overall, in the first half, at least I was confident that we were creating good openings. Maybe not great chances in and around the box, but leading up to the goal, there was good chances. But there was a theme throughout the game, and alongside our right back and our full back side, when it was Malacia especially, and even Diogo Dalot, who's obviously not match fit. I don't think he had one of his best games in the United shirt in recent times, which is understandable, obviously, but Everton seemed like they were targeting those sides. We made Demarai Gray look. Demarai Gray is probably one of Everton's best attackers, but he was just getting through too easily, especially past Malacia and Dalot, which wasn't very, I don't know, is making it, and the game was just too scrappy, especially in the second half. Luckily, we got an early goal in the second half through more great dribbling from Rashford. Did you see that run against Coleman? Coleman had no chance. Left, right, then left again. Then a left foot cross, whipped it in, and Everton have scored their own goal. I don't know who scored their own goal. Unbelievable dribbling. Marcus Rashford, MBE. But the second half, like I said, and then Ten Hag, I was a bit surprised actually, because he took off Casemiro, whereas I was thinking he was going to take off Eriksen for Fred. But he took off Casemiro, and I think it just disjointed the team a little. It ended up giving Everton a bit more momentum, because they were getting through us way too easily, especially throughout the whole game. Like I keep saying, along our fullback sides and in the transition, Everton were getting through us too easily. And it's a bit disappointing, because that Everton team out there that I saw tonight wasn't great. And it's very disappointing how often they were getting through to our last line of defence I wasn't very impressed. I thought Varane had a very solid game as usual. Yeah, but when Casemiro come off, I was a bit worried. Fred, to be fair to him, I think had a very combative, very good game. A lot of energy in there, some good passes in there. Bruno, a bit hit and miss again, but in the end, after Garnacho's amazing dribble and run, I think it was at the 94th minute, won the penalty. Bruno, I questioned his captaincy a little. Good captaincy skills, gave the penalty away to Rashford, and Rashford, what a penalty. This guy right now, like I keep saying, he's unplayable, unstoppable. 7 consecutive goals in 7 games at Old Trafford. The first Man United player to do it since Wayne Rooney in 2012. What a player to be compared to, or to match up in terms of a stat like that. And that's in all comps, by the way. Also wanted to mention as well, fair play to Antony, because in the second half, I think he did improve a lot, especially on the ball. Wasn't really as wasteful as he was in the first half. So that was good of him. And there's one thing you get from Antony, I've mentioned before previously, the guy's going to give you 110% work rate throughout 90 minutes or whenever he's on the pitch. Even if he's not attacking well, his defensive play is always there, always tracks back, always covers his fullback when he needs to. And that's one thing you can't fault him for. So yeah, man of the match, is there any other answer other than Marcus Rashford? 2 assists, 1 goal, a phenomenal display throughout the whole game. And look, this is only Everton. They've got Chris Coleman against him, but based on his recent form, you can see that he's just so up for it. And I think in the post-match conference, he said that this is the best that he's ever been, or up there with the best that he's ever been in his career. And it's just showing. Looking ahead, Martinez come on off the bench as well. Maguire come on as well. McTominay come on as well. But Martinez, what a crucial player for a back four. I think Malacia, he's still got a lot of work to do, to be honest, which is a bit concerning, because obviously sometimes maybe we're going to need to rely on him at left back. But I think Martinez slots straight back into centre back now in the Premier League, especially with Varane and Shaw out on the left. And Shaw is on great form, to be honest. Shaw was getting a bit beaten a bit easily as well, to be fair. I don't want to be all positive. Got to be a bit realistic. But still, overall, a good performance from Shaw again. And Dalot probably going to ease his way back into form and match fitness. So, looking ahead, it's got to be... Well, we're playing Charlton on Tuesday. I think I'm going to be there for that as well. And it's a League Cup quarter-final. A big opportunity to win a trophy. A lot of big teams are already out of that competition, so we need to make it count. And to be honest, I think we should be able to rest a few players. As far as I know, I think Charlton are in League One. I don't even think they're in Championship. So are they? I don't think they're in Championship, to be honest. I'm going to have to quickly check that up. But yeah, we should be punishing them, and we should be able to play a weaker side. That's why I was a bit surprised that Ten Hag took Casemiro off, because realistically, you should be able to get away with playing Fred and McTominay against Charlton, or even Fred with Eriksen, or McTominay with Eriksen in the middle. So I was quite surprised he took Casemiro off. I'm interested to see what lineup he plays against Charlton, but I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a couple changes. AWB back in, Maguire probably get a start, maybe even Lindelof, I wouldn't be surprised. Garnacho deserves a start against Charlton as well. Garnacho's first FA Cup appearance as well hasn't done his credibility and his rise any harm. Won a penalty as well, was threatening as usual. So yeah, man, look, I'm staying in Manchester today. My hotel is literally 4-minute walk away from Old Trafford. I can see it from outside the hotel room. I can't believe how good the location is. Usually I have to drive back after the game straight to London, but I'm staying here tonight. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope you enjoyed the game as well. I've got a Spurs video coming out hopefully tomorrow, a Saturday, about Conte in and Conte out between a couple of Spurs fans, and giving it a bit of a Spurs breakdown, so watch out for that one. Other than that, Old Trafford vlog coming out next Tuesday when I see the Charlton game. This is the Between the Lines podcast. I'm your host Adnan. Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe, share the video. See you on the next one. Peace out.
Between the lines.